Welcome to another video, guys. Sorry it's been a little bit of time between this video and my last update, but here we are. Got my grubby work clothes on, ready to go. So anyway, in between then and now, I've done a couple of things to the car. I just changed my just basically the steering wheel. This is the OEM Supra wheel with the logo on there. Changed it from this guy here, the Momo wheel. Apparently some people like it. It's not really my favorite wheel in the world. So yeah, back to OEM. Anyway, did that. Removed the intake manifold and removed the fuel pressure regulator as well. I'll try and get some photos in here somewhere. It was just like a aftermarket aeromotive thing that I, just blue and red sort of speed flow fittings on there and that kind of looked a bit gross under there. And anyway, I'm trying to return the car to OEM, so got all that off yesterday. Did a leak down test as well, guys. So for you guys that have been watching, I have been trying to chase a misfire on the car, which I thought was electrical. Turns out it's probably not electrical, because cylinder 6 came up with 55% leak down, whereas every other cylinder came with 5 to 10%. So chasing where the air was escaping from, sounds like it's coming out the exhaust, so I dare say that it is an exhaust valve on cylinder 6. Which would make sense because, I mean, it was running super duper rich and it was just been running terrible for ages. It's probably got carbon build up on those valves. I'm assuming, I'm not too sure, but hey, at the end of the day, as you guys could see, the turbos need to come off anyway. The intake's off. Seems like the head's got to come off. In today's video, we're actually going to be jumping under the car to check for gearbox leaks. So seeing as all that needs to be done, the engine probably does have to come out of the car. So yeah, in today's video, I'm just going to go over it, do some final checks before I make the decision to pull the engine, which I think I'm going to do anyway. And yeah, let's get into it. Here we are. So yeah, as you can see, our intake manifold is off. Took the aeromotive fuel pressure reg out as well, and just put this fuel pulsation dampener in, bolted it to the block there, and just mounted it down to the fuel filter down there. Which then, yeah, this will go to the back of the fuel rail once we get to that. So anyway, also did the upper rad hose. Actually got that with my OEM intercooler that I got from Japan just randomly, so that's sick. Replaced this gross silicon white hose that was on there, and yeah, still got to do the bottom one, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, let's get under the car. Gonna see how hard it is to get the exhaust off from down there with the way that it's all been welded on to the like OEM downpipe and all that kind of stuff. So if I can take the twins off in the car, I will do it. But I mean, I also got to get under the car and check the gearbox, see how, yeah, sort of where it's leaking from. I mean, if that's leaking and I can't get the twins off in the car, then yeah, engine's definitely going to come out. I mean, it's probably going to have to come out anyway, but hey, just thought I'd do a quick video and update, let you know I'm still working on the car, and here we are. Let's get underneath it. Alrighty, got him on some car ramps now. Let's have a look under here. Ooh, gross. There we go. There's that balancer that I was telling you about. Just oh wow, there was oil down here wherever that's came from, whether that's from the sump or rear main, we don't really know. There's plenty of oil down here, so pretty sure I'd love to pull this engine out, so it's gonna happen, boys. But sump's been tapped up a little too, probably from the car being low. Alright, let's get this bracket off. I'll tell you what, by those two brackets off to make some room after struggling enough. You can see, maybe, yeah, you can, that one little bolt there, that's going to be a pain in the ass. There's also one all the way up in the darkness, all the way up there, that's going to be a pain in the ass, and the third one, they're all seized shut. And then just looking at all this here, like trying to get all the piping on for the twins, for the, well, you can't even see there, but there's piping there for the oil return and all that kind of stuff. There you go, there she is there, oil return to the sump and all that. I mean, it's all greasy up there, it's all gross. It's way too hard to get to. Like, imagine trying to put all this in and actually tighten it up properly whilst it's in the car. It's just all too hard. So the engine's definitely coming out, guys. I'm just gonna go buy an engine crane and a hoist, and yeah, for now I'm just gonna pull little things off. Like I'll pull the slave off on the gearbox up here. I'll pull this earth off, probably pull the power steering off. hose off, and yeah, just get it ready for that. And as we come over here to the fuel filter, what I didn't manage to explain whilst I was filming this is that, as you can see there, that little sort of gauze protector, whatever you want to call it, is actually part of the OEM fuel filter. And so what they've done is put a bigger fuel filter in there, and they've just tried to, I don't know, jam it in there. It's not even bolted down, it's just being held on by that sort of rear hard line and the front pipe and whatever. So yeah, anyway, going to be getting a new fuel filter for that. And yeah, now I'm just trying to explain to you basically that the gearbox is leaking. Pulled it all out, doesn't look like it's the front seal. Since then I've actually found out that the shifter seals and the rear seal do leak as well, so it probably was coming from there. Either that or it's coming from the bell housing, needs to be resealed. So I've got all the seals on order, and yeah, we're going to reseal that up in another video. Exhaust had to come off. There was literally a V-band clamp there, 2 rubbers that basically broke when they came off. And yeah, I could have separated the exhaust at the muffler at the back, but I didn't bother. I just dragged it out because it's a trashy looking exhaust anyway, and we're getting a new one. So well, gonna have a little bit of a break, guys. What have I got here? Pull the exhaust off. So the car did have a Blitz nurse spec exhaust on it that was modified all the way up the top here, like I was showing you guys, with a V-band clamp. And yeah, I guess just a home job to get previous owner through. A couple of nice little welds there. May as well show you guys whilst we're here. That there is a Wed Sport Rev catalyzer. Well, I was actually sold it as a Blitz, yeah, dump pipe to suit the no spec R exhaust, which is apparently this part is discontinued. They yeah, don't make them anymore. Bought it for $100, so pretty stoked with that. So yeah, the idea was to use this exhaust and just, you know, get a flange cut wherever, but it doesn't sit very nice on the car either, so probably just gonna have to buy another, you know, another cat back, or maybe I can just buy this middle section from here to wherever it's supposed to go. We will see. Alrighty, so what else have we done? We've taken the slave off. Looks like that's actually brand new. That boot there looks slightly damaged. Don't know if I did that or not, which is the scary part. So yeah, as you can see, radiator needs to come out. Don't know about intercooler. That intercooler pipe probably needs to come off in general. Well, at least the piping at least, so we'll do that. As you can see here, I've got power steering lines running on the bottom of the engine, so probably, to be honest, you know, I'll need to pull them off from down here as well. God damn it. Alright, fun. I don't know what he's done here with it. Why it's got a zip tie here. It's a little bit scary, but let's get it done. Alright, we have a drain plug here, which it's going to go everywhere, but anyway. Okay, nice and clear. It's meant to be red, but anyway. Quick tip. Undo your rad cap to get it flowing faster. And you know what's crazy is that I'll show you quickly here. When I pulled this radiator hose off, there was like a lot of gunk in this upper water neck. It was actually pretty bad. So I'm surprised that that's as clear as it is for how bad that looked. Anyway, can't wait to get all this looking much cleaner and tidier. Couple of nice and easy OEM clamps instead of super cheap clamps. How good's that? There we go. Honestly, this filming today is just all over the shop. I've had some time away and I actually just want to get stuff done, but I also really want to document it. But hey, it's proving to be hard work. It's got 2 clamps on this bottom hose. That's how bad these hoses, what it says, G plus hoses. This bottom one's actually blown off up there near the block before, and I thought it was because I might have done a head gasket and maybe it was my misfire and blah 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 blah. But hey, obviously he knows that there are shit hoses as well. What a joke. It's funny because Ben had the same problem. This one again, this one here, I thought it was like a tech screw. I was so upset originally, and then I found out it's not actually a tech screw, so I'm stoked. Don't want to damage these fins. Whoop. And she's off. Slowly making more room, I guess. May as well take these guys off whilst I'm here. Another thing I better not forget is to undo the bolt for the alternator. For the, I think it's earth cable or whichever one it is, but yeah, better undo that. Alright, so I'll do it now before I forget about it. Let's get this intercooler pipe off. You got to take the battery tray out too, so do that once I'm here. Oh. Don't forget guys, always put your nuts and bolts back where they came so you don't forget. Now I'm thinking about it, probably take the clutch fan off as well before I pull the motor out, in case I need to set it down on something and damage the clutch fan. It sits higher than the sump probably, but hey, don't want to damage it. Alrighty, a couple of 10mm here that look kind of rusty, so yeah, nice and smooth. Smooth enough. Alright, there was a third one that I didn't get, but there we go, that guy is out. Whoop. To be honest, if I did this again, I'd probably pull the front end off and pull the guards off, just in case I scratched anything, but hey, lucky. This thing is literally a beater. Even though it's an RZ6 speed, it is still a beater. Ooh, look at all this. Yuck. I'm glad I'm pulling this out. It's going to get a big cleanup. Oh, alright, where are we? This guy here to get the intercooler pipe off. There we go. Nice. Alrighty, let's do this clutch fan. Already loosened a couple. They were actually loose as. Usually these are tight and really hard to do, so maybe it's a good thing I actually had a look at these. Yeah, they're all super duper loose. Alright, I don't know if you can see that there, but that stud's bent on the front of the water pump. So yeah, just pulled the stud out instead of the nut. That's fucking hilarious. Well, that's that guy off. As you can see, there's only one stud left on there, so the rest of them just, yeah, came out as studs, so instead of nuts. Alrighty, power steering lines under here, so 10mm just to get it off the sump there, which means that it won't be attached to the engine apart from the pump up the top there, so let's do that. Alrighty, pull this guy off and we will pull this guy off here, power steering. Alright, I lied, swore off using a shifter, but it worked, so happy days. Alrighty, so can't forget the earth point here as well at the back of the head. I don't really need to pull this off now, but I'm just going to do it anyway, just something to do, keep me busy. Alrighty, after missioning on, finally got some bits off. There's one bolt on this piece here that's going to be a pain, but hey, we'll get to that in a second. It's funny, use gasket sealant on these instead of an actual gasket, but anyway, gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. But I'll be using gaskets. What else? Oh yeah, good news. So front turbo, as far as shaft play goes, there's none. I mean, these turbos weren't smoking, like blowing any smoke or anything like that, so wouldn't expect there to be, but hey, good news is always good news. So let's what else we've got? Oh yeah, this bit can come out. Took me ages to get this rear pipe off this turbo, but look at this. I can't really show you, but the nuts on the exhaust manifold are all loose. What a joke. Maybe that's why I had a misfire. I'm surprised this thing even ran, to be honest, with the wiring. The fact that these are all loose. Literally, I got to like 2 or 3 of them, and they were like, I could just, yep. Barely well, not hand tight, but only just over hand tight. That's insane. Righty boys, packing up for the day. Got a fair bit done. So yeah, next step's pretty much pull the motor. We've got battery tray out of the way, power steering stuff out of the way, clutch slave is out of the way, coolant hoses down the back are out of the way, earth's out of the way, fuel system's obviously out of the way, there's no intake there. Got most of the stuff off the twins here. There's like a few of the bolts underneath. I didn't want to round them off, so we're definitely going to do that when the motor's out. What else? Exhaust off the car. Yeah, we're pretty much just need to undo the engine mount bolts and the training mount bolts and lift her out, really. Doesn't look like I took much off the car today, but damn, even though I had a fair bit of insight on how to do all of it, it still took time. Just hard to get bolts and all that kind of stuff. I probably shouldn't even have bothered doing those little bits in the car, but hey, wanted to give it a go, and yeah, we were half successful. So anyway guys, hopefully I can make some footage out of, hopefully I can make a video out of the footage that I got. And yeah, if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, and thanks for watching.